It was supposed to be just another protest, but by nightfall, it turned into an attack on military police guarding a federal base. In Alameda, California, a masked U-Haul driver tried to ram the gate of the U.S. Coast Guard installation where immigration officers had been stationed. Officers shouted for him to stop, but he didn't, and within seconds, gunfire erupted. Now the FBI is involved, and the video is going viral. The truck, the gunfire, and the panic, it all unfolded in seconds. So was this a lone act or something more organized? He was part of a big protest group. So let me know in the comments, do you guys think our federal officers use the right force to defend the base, like military police? Because what happens next could shape the standard for how we handle attacks on military facilities. So my name is Tom, I'm with the Daily Beltway, and I'm also a White House correspondent for the Next News Network. And folks, we're a growing channel, and every like, comment, share, and subscription, very important, subscribe guys, hit that subscribe button. We're going to get to it. It's the viral footage that shows U-Haul accelerating towards the Coast Guard gate where military police stood guard. Officers shout warnings, but the driver keeps coming. Shots ring out as rounds hit the back of the vehicle, forcing it to stop outside of the barrier line. Check this out.
Alameda, and it was a U-Haul that backed up, like using a vehicle as a weapon again. Watch. And the Justice Department warned California officials to stand down or face prosecution after threats to arrest ICE agents. Pelosi and Mullen said this: while the president may enjoy absolute immunity courtesy of his rogue Supreme Court, those who operate under his orders do not. Our state and local authorities may arrest federal agents if they break California law, and if they are convicted, the president cannot pardon them. Todd Blanche returned with this: California politicians want to arrest federal agents for enforcing federal law. We just sent them a letter. Stand down or face prosecution. No one threatens our agents. No one will stop us from making America safe again. So now we are back in court. How will it go?
There's so much to unpack there with this whole talking about rogue Supreme Court.
What do you guys think? Should the administration not back down when it comes to supporting our federal laws? And what gives them the right to even think that that happened? Additionally, military police don't mess around. I've been on base a number of times. As soon as you cross that blue line, your rights end at that blue line. It is federal-owned property. These people are out of their minds. So the chaos followed hours of immigration protests outside of the base, and demonstrators gathered to oppose the presence of ICE officers temporarily stationed there under the Trump administration's enforcement program. And by evening, most had left, but one individual stayed back, watching from his truck before launching the attack. And officials confirmed the base had been supporting federal operations to process and to transport detainees, and military police remained on post when the vehicle lunged forward. The law enforcement sources tell the press that the driver's actions met the definition of a vehicular assault on federal personnel. You guys saw this in the video. He was not stopping. Tell me, what would you guys have done if you were the police? Let me know in the comments, because the FBI now leads the probe with help from DHS and local police. No Coast Guard or military police were injured, but one bystander was treated for minor wounds. And Secretary Kristi Noem praised the quick response, saying it prevented a tragedy. But here's the part that they never expected. The suspect escaped on foot and disappeared into nearby industrial buildings before officers could catch him. And investigators say the truck was rented one earlier that day from an Oakland depot. No note, no manifesto, no explosive, just one man and a motive still unclear. So if you guys support the officers who defended that base, comment "Justice Matters." And again, if you got value from this report, please tap subscribe. My opinion is next. So in our republic, order isn't optional, it's essential. What happened in Alameda proves how fast peaceful protests can turn into chaos when ideology replaces reasons. And military police didn't start this, they flat out ended it. And President Trump's decision to pause the surge gave the system time to breathe, but it also exposed how radicals exploit the confusion to create violence. And every federal officer deserves the right to come home safe. Those men and women stood their ground, followed their training, and protected that base from a potential tragedy. And if we expect a republic to survive, we must go back to we must back the people that defend it. So again, like, share, very important, share and subscribe if you stand with law enforcement and the rule of law. And if you voted for this, let me know in the comments. God bless.